Baby, I'm a man with some money. Paper not a problem, I could buy things most people cannot dream. But I don't believe in shopping for love. And purchasing you would only make what I believe to be true untrue. I believe some things are beyond a price tag, and you willing to give me your body for a nice bag, man, that make my stomach hurt. Especially when I'm willing to do the work. I need a woman that knows what you really worth, that knows what you really worth. Yeah, baby, don't just give it. Make me earn your love. Baby, make me work for it, 'cause a real man ain't afraid to work for it. No, no. Just give it. Make me earn your love. Show you that I'm worthy of it. Let me prove to you I'm worthy of it, babe. Just give it. Make me earn your love. Show you that I'm worthy of it. Let me prove to you I'm worthy of it, babe. Baby, girl, don't you give me love. Earn your love. Mr. Shakur said it best when he said, hate to sound sleazy, but tease me. I don't want it if it's that easy. Not necessarily talking about the same thing, but your selection should have nothing to do with my chain. Or if I could buy a damn purse, telling you, baby, I'm willing to do the work. Come here, baby, let me show you what you really worth, so you know what you really worth. Whoa, yeah. Don't just give it, babe. Make me earn your love. Baby, make me work for it, 'cause a real man ain't afraid to work for it. Yeah, yeah. Don't you give your love. Hey, show you I'm worthy, babe. Whoa, don't just give it, make me earn the love. Show you that I'm worthy, baby. Put on you, earn your love. Ay, hate to sound sleazy, but tease me. I don't want it if it's that easy. Ay, hate to sound sleazy, but tease me. I don't want it if it's that easy. Ay, hate to sound sleazy, but tease me. I don't want it if it's that easy. Ay, hate to sound sleazy, but tease me. I don't want it if it's that easy. Ay, hate to sound sleazy, but tease me. I don't want it if it's that easy.
Namaste, gods, goddesses, and emissaries of light. This is Dr. Shreya Tayen, also known as Empress 1111. Welcome to my channel. Please hit the like button, subscribe, and do not forget to hit the bell so you can stay updated on my current videos and my notifications. All right. Divine Feminines, we're going to do something different. You know, I love to switch things up. I don't like to make things so much of, I don't like perfunctory. I like to have different ways of delivering what needs to be delivered to you. So instead of doing a reading and what's on the Divine Feminine's mind, etc., I'm going to go a little bit deeper with you because I feel like in the vibration that I'm feeling for the Divine Feminine, there is a need for healing. And that's the reason why I played Neo Earn You, because Divine Feminines, you need to now make the Divine Masculine earn your love. That's right. And as you can see, what's crowning the reading here is the rejection card. This is from Heal Yourself Healing Deck by Anna Segal. I want to share this with you, my loves, because energetically you have been pouring so much into this union. And as you can see in the subtitle, I didn't put the YOU, but I put the U, like U for umbrella, because you are feeling underappreciated. You're feeling unrequited love, and you are feeling unsure. I want you to find a place where you can be content with the way that things are, not what was done in the past, not what you know is going to happen in the future, because the divine has sent you several confirmations that you are going to have physical union with your twin. But I want you to live in this very now moment. With this healing card for rejection, oftentimes we look at the rejection and we allow that to define us and who we are. Just know that your twin rejected your higher being, your higher state of existence, because you are vibrating higher than your twin and they cannot accept you because you're not on the same wavelength. Do not take it personal. If you were writing a book, let's say you presented your material to an editor or a publishing company and they rejected your book, are you just going to say, oh, that was a lousy book? No, you're going to go back, you're going to review your work, you're going to look inside of it, you're going to see where the errors are. And I'm sure that if they rejected it, they gave you feedback, right? As many masculines give us feedback, whether it's constructive or rather it's destructive, feedback is feedback. Take what they say not as a weapon to harm you or treat it as a double-edged sword, but use it as words of healing for your soul. Because at that moment and at that time and at that space, in that place, you needed to hear those exact words at that exact moment. Because remember, they have a soul contract with us to trigger our emotions and to trigger us. It's not about us just reminding them to wake up. It's about us awakening the goddess within us. This rejection that you're feeling is only a projection of what you need to go through in order to catapult you to the next level. This is just an illusion. You see, how he really feels, what he's really feeling internally has nothing to do with what he's projecting on a material plane at this very now moment, because he's not even into his higher self. You see, when you are talking to a 4-year-old child and a child is not computing or comprehending what you're saying, you don't continue to keep explaining, right? Not on the level that you were explaining yourself on. But you come down to the 4-year-old level and speak in their vernacular and what they're used to hearing. And then, once you come on that wavelength, there's communication and understanding and overstanding. The same with your divine masculine. Besides, at this point, Source is asking you not to step down from your high ladder of your spirituality that you've climbed so high to be at. Source is asking for you to allow the healing to take place that is within your soul to the core essence of your very being. Use this rejection as a healing place. Act as if you're suspended in moment in time and use this moment to go within to do the necessary healing that needs to be done, because that is what is needed for the divine feminines collectively across the board. And what you do for your personal healing, you also help other divine feminines such as myself to also continue to raise our vibration individually so we can continue to hold love and light for our own selves and hold space for our own growth. This is about growth and expansion here. And this is the reason why the rejection had to take place. It had to jolt you, it had to shake you, and it had to awaken you into the very person that you are at this very moment. If we look at this for what it is and we treat it as such, we'll get the maximum benefit of why the divine has allowed it all to take place in the first place, right? Now you have the devil card that's laying next to it. A lot of the divine feminines have been subjected in a relationship to a divine counterpart who is struggling with various temptations, whether that may be pornography, whether that may be drugs and alcohol, but whatever the case, they are struggling with addictions. The divine feminine too is also struggling with a addiction herself, and that is an addiction to control, codependency, and also feeling no self-worth because of the rejection. The rejection triggered all of these emotions inside of her, which were there all along. It's not like, the divine masculine came and imprinted and encoded it inside of her. It was already inside of your DNA, ready to be healed, bloodlines and generations ago. You see, your divine masculine just came along and exposed you to the wounds that needed to be healing that are ancient. And now you, as the divine feminine, you are no longer wanting communication. You have basically exhausted all avenues of communication. You are gathering your wands with the 9 wands of reverse. That means that you are no longer looking for that communication on a physical 3D plane. You are now connecting with your higher self. You are fully embodied. You know who you are, and you're completely all right with the fact whether you talk to your divine masculine or whether you do not talk to your divine masculine. And that's the reason why it's in reverse. Because at one point in time, you were going back and forth with the divine masculine, with the communication. It would be hit and miss. They would contact you, you would not respond or reach back out. And then it was the same, like you were playing musical chairs. Then the same thing would happen with the divine masculine. You would reach out to the divine masculine, and then he would not reach back out to you, and so forth and so on. You're coming out of that energy. Thank God. Okay? Because that was becoming a little bit too much to bear. You also have the 9 of Swords in reverse. You're not up late at night thinking about all the pain, all of the turmoil, the trauma, the drama. You're not up thinking late at night, oh, when are we going to be together? I just want you now. You're coming out of this energy. And even if you are having some nights like that, it's not a repetitive thing like it used to be. It's not every night before you go to bed, you wishing and missing your divine masculine to be with you. You are coming out of that energy because you are now allowing for the vortex of healing energy to envelop and take over your body on all levels, not only the physical plane, but also your casual body and your mental body. And this whole consciousness of coming into being and knowing that you are connected with source energy and that everything that you need is not outside of you, but is within. Okay? You have the propensity to know your worth now. And at this very moment, you have come so far that you are not going to just eat the breadcrumbs, the little droplings of breadcrumbs that the divine masculine has been throwing you to string you along like you are a little lost duck. You're not going to do that anymore. You have been set in front of the divine at a spiritual banquet, and you are the host. You are the one that is in control over this feast. And the divine has already catered to you all the spiritual food that you need in order for you to partake of, in order for you to get the nourishment and the nutrients that you need for your soul, in order for your soul to grow, in order for your soul to expand, in order for you to continue to get your light body so you can ascend. This is becoming more clear to you each day as you grow through what you're growing through during this separation process between you and your divine masculine. You're coming into an awareness not only about self, but about the union altogether. You're no longer being the healer that heals everyone but yourself. Many of the twin flames are healers, a large majority of them. And even your divine masculine is waking up to the healing powers and the latent potential that he had that he wasn't tapping into, because now he has separated himself from the temptations um, of the karmic partners and being lured in and being taken away because that was a distraction for his journey. He is now rising to his higher self, and he is coming into that understanding and understanding of who in hell he is. But with you, my dear, each day you're gaining momentum. It may not seem like it because you're gauging it on how long you've been out of separation. But I want you to change your thinking and look at it as how long you've been in your transformation. This is no longer a separation. This is a transformation of your soul. This is what you signed up for, whether you remember it or not. All right. So I had to give you this energetic message. This is more of an energetic transmission, more so than a reading, but it also is a reading too. But it's just to get you on that path of healing, which is where you belong. Gone are the days that you sit and you allow your heart to ache and break over a situation that the divine already has complete control all over. He knows the ins, the outs. He knows the byways and the highways and the exact time and date of when it all will be over for you. It doesn't matter if it's 3 months. It doesn't matter if it's 3 years. It doesn't matter if it's 13 years or 30. What you're going to do in the process and have complete trust, have complete faith that everything is going to work out exactly according to schedule and nothing is late. Everything is always on time. And in the meantime, don't wait. Live your life. Live your best life. Treat this as if you don't even know who this person is to you. I know it's easier said than done. But if they want to act like they're dead to you, you're going to have to treat them as such. When those memories come, just tell yourself the truth. They no longer serve you anymore. I surrender it all to Yadhe Vahe. I surrender it all. And I'm sure that Yadhe Vahe can take care of this situation far more better than you and I. This is actually the first time that I didn't even call and help. But anyway, the message is still from the divine, trust me. And it still is something that you needed to hear energetically so it can be transferred into your cells and your DNA. So you can still continue on this path and get the energetic healing that you need and the codes that you need that are coming in through this open portal. All right. Much love to you. Okay. Everything is going to be all right. Everything is all right. Okay. So it is a good karma to like, share, subscribe, comment, donate, leave a gift at the Amazon registry if you feel inclined to. One more thing. If you want an extended version, I do them for $11.11 now, the same as my Rumi love readings. You can pay me through PayPal. Contact me at drtyen7@gmail.com, which is also in the description box as well. For some of you that need further healing, I suggest that you do this for only $11.11. You guys, I charge my customers $125 to do Reiki on them. This is beyond Reiki. This is healing through tarot. Okay? This is healing on an energetic level and also healing your bloodlines, which is the reason why some of you guys are not in union, because you have this playing in the background and it is a energetic block that needs to be unblocked. It's all good and dandy to get the readings, but if you're not doing anything to be an advocate of your own commitment to the journey and do the actual healing yourself, it makes you no different and it makes you no better than the divine masculine who is doing the work but not too serious about it. And it's not all divine masculines that I'm speaking of. I'm just speaking on just a select few. Because the energy that I'm receiving now from source about the divine masculine, he is rising and he is coming into his own and he is stepping into his emperor power and he is stepping into it and he is being who he is called to be at this very now moment in all directions in time and space. So again, do the healing divine feminine. It's only going to help you. Whether you see union or not, you are healing on a deeper level than that, okay? On a multi-dimensional level. All right. So I now wrap you in my love and I cloak you with the light of Christ consciousness. And so it is, everyone. Ashe.